Last time I covered in the Motorlens YouTube channel a review on the Grand Touring prototype cars of the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. Well, this time I'm going to do a review on the LMP2 and LMP3 cars in this edition of the Motoring World Experience. For those that tune into my review of the IMSA Grand Touring prototypes on the Motorlens YouTube channel, it was said that sports prototype racing has been around for years, not just in the US, but around the globe. Even the likes of French race car builder teams like Oreca, Ligier, and Duquiene. Oreca, which stands for the Organisation Exploitation Compétition des Automobiles, which was founded by Hugues de Chaunac in 1973. They were known for building open-wheel cars, competition purpose-built ones, leaving behind a piece of winning pedigree in their respective categories. This is the Oreca 07 LMP2 model, currently competing in the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, as well as globally for teams in the FIA World Endurance Championship. The bodywork, according to Oreca's specs, is made up of a carbon Kevlar light lamination, the car which weighs 2,050 pounds. The front rims measure at 12.5 inches by 18 inches. While the rear rims measure at 13 inches by 18 inches, sporting ventilated carbon disc brakes with 6 monoblock calipers. At the heart of the 07 beats with a naturally aspirated 90-degree, 256 cubic inch Gibson V8 engine. Power is directed to the rear wheels, with the V8 itself designed to be configured as a mid-engine setup. Oreca specs estimated that the 07 can average a projected power output of 603 horsepower with maximum revs of 9,000 RPMs, possessing a Cosworth electronic control unit, which includes a 6-speed sequential manual transmission. Look closely at the grid, and you'll find another French car competing in the predominant Oreca LMP2 class, the Ligier P217, the sole Ligier team competing full-time in the LMP2 championship. Ligier is a French automobile and minibus constructor created by former racing driver and rugby player Guy Ligier, a company with a decorative history in motorsports. This car marks SCM's first year in LMP2, transitioning from the Le Mans Prototype 3 class with the Ligier P320 VK. The Ligier P217, built to meet the 2017 FIA and ACO regulations for the 2017 LMP2 class in the FIA World Endurance Championship. Also while meeting the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship for sports prototype racing. Built on a 119-inch wheelbase, the P217 measures at 187 inches long and 75 inches wide, possessing a double wishbone push-rod suspension, torque rod at the front and spring at the rear, even going so far as putting an adjustable anti-roll bar system. Ligier estimates that it can generate up to 603 horsepower, which also packs a Gibson V8 engine. From a distance, the Ligier model seems to mirror the Oreca 07, given their googly-eyed headlights and teardrop exteriors. The 07's Oreca headlight design, however, seems to flow with the teardrop exterior, while the P217's front headlights appear boxy with a shape from this angle that almost looks like the state of Florida, but a little more triangular in some areas. Their oversized rear wings and shark fin rear center wings give off a space-age appearance, but with an emphasis on aerodynamics to keep the cars glued to the ground. The Le Mans Prototype 3 class was established as an entry-level class for aspiring sports prototype racing drivers and teams to work their way up to the endurance racing majors. Going back to 2022, Ligier did have LMP3 cars that not only competed at Sebring, but throughout the 2022 IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship full-time with the P320. The P320 delivers only 455 horsepower, a chassis carbon monocoque suspension in the front, and the brakes consist of 6-piston Brembo 14-inch steel discs. Also competing in the LMP3 class during this time was the Duquiene DO8 VK. The Duquiene DO8 was designed on the basis of the LMP3 2020 regulations under the LMP3 FIA 2020 regulations. The DO8 was the result of 18 months of work carried out by Duquiene's design department, with this prototype, according to Duquiene's official specs. In 2020, the DO8 entered all European endurance championships, including the IMSA Prototype Challenge. Since January 2021, Duquiene has expanded its market in Asia and in the United States in the WeatherTech Endurance Sports Car Championship, with the intention to compete in both categories, in both leagues. According to Duquiene, the DO8 was designed to guarantee maximum reliability as well as roominess and safety for its drivers. In addition, engineers and mechanics work continuously on the development of the prototype in a permanent concern for excellence. At least that's what Duquiene have said. The heartbeat of the Duquiene DO8 houses a Nissan VK56 V8 engine with 5.6 liters to its name, coupled to a 6-speed sequential gearbox. It weighs 960 kilograms and produces 455 horsepower, and it sports AP Racing ventilated disc brakes. In America, the LMP3 class still continues to race, but in the IMSA VP Racing Sports Car Challenge Championship. What can be learned about these prototypes is that there are junior levels of sports prototype racing that serve as feeder divisions, aimed to measure who the next of the best in sports car racing will be. While some of these cars are retired, some that go in the market for the motor racing marketplace for club racing purposes, and some for historic sports car sanctioned events by invitation only. So long as racers far and wide have deep pockets to drive and maintain these things, of course, and afford the insurance for them, the roads are endless. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be driven in the know and pass it on, because car culture is more than a lifestyle, it's a community.